guys, this is the Tech Boy, and today I'm just going to be talking a bit about Fluent Design and Microsoft and how that's going. Little opinions on it. I did this a while ago, the Fluent Design checkup, but I'm going to do it a bit more now. Right here, I am running Windows 10, build 18362. This is the final version of the Windows 10 May 2019 update. I will be switching to the 20H1 fast ring pretty soon. Not sure when changes really start showing up, I think I'm going to do it. But I want to talk about what's new here. So, first of all, I just want to talk about what's wrong. So, well, how about what's right first? They introduced the light theme, which is good, and that's really important because it was really inconsistent to have dark shell and light apps. It made no sense, even when your light theme is set, and this looks great like this right here. So I'm glad about that. I'm glad they're adding shadows. So if we take a look in different apps like settings, I think this menu has it right here. Nope, I know somewhere in settings it is. I'm just going to find that. That's not the best example because it's only one thing on there. I'm having trouble finding a menu where it's good. Okay, just hold on. I'm still trying to find one. Alright, that'll have to do. So shadows on the menus. I think Feedback Hub is a good place to check out those shadows. No, they removed it from here. Alright, so the point I'm making is they're slowly adding shadows. Glad about that. Another thing I like is the new Office icons. They're turning out very nicely. OneDrive needs some changes, but otherwise, I like that. Now, how about some problems? Well, to put it simply, there are a lot of them. Number one, what is this, and why? Announced in Windows 10 build 18334, I think. There are this border around the search box. It's really thin when you don't touch it, like a black border. When you hover, it's like a thick gray, and when you click it, it's your accent color thick. And it's really ugly. And I know I've seen other people that feel that way. I even met somebody at the Microsoft store in my mall that even agrees it's ugly, and they're at work at Microsoft. So I'm not sure what exactly the reason is for that. I know they're always talking about removing borders. One thought I have for why it may be like that is when you open an app, when there's no border, it was hard to tell the difference because they're both white, which I can understand, except for an easier way to do that, to try to differentiate that, would have been something I made in one of my concepts, which actually came from another concept, this idea. I'm going to show you what that should look like. That would make a lot more sense here. It's kind of designed like this, right here. If you can't see it, I'm going to kind of make this bigger for you. See this? To kind of make the search box indented and a bit less tall. And then it would not, and leave a space, which looks elegant, and it allows you to differentiate the spaces. Not really sure why they chose to put this border here. If you look on Action Center, here's another problem. Take a close look. Did you see that? Take a look again. Okay, one more time. Just watch closely at the animation. So, it's not just my computer, but acrylic does not exist for a second until it's fully opened. And this was carried all the way from, I think, around build 18305 when they had trouble with no animation opening. They fixed it, but then this problem came about. And they still have not fixed it. And if that is on purpose, what drugs are they taking at the design team of Microsoft? Speaking frankly, another problem I have, a real big problem, is the sidebars in apps. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm just going to bring this up again because it's a real issue. So just make this full screen here. Okay, I need to show you this because it bugs me. So they were previously introducing a sidebar with acrylic material, and take a look at what they've done. This was only over the last month, 2 months or so, this has started happening. Acrylic began to become missing from the side, completely missing. Now, if you want it back, it's not going to be background acrylic. You're going to have to get acrylic like this, where it kind of shines through to the in-app acrylic. And I'm not really a fan of that, and I know a lot of people aren't either. I'm not really sure. I mean, if you just look, literally search the word acrylic. Once it's going to be in here because I've upvoted them all and submitted some. See this? Look at this. A ton of people have talked about the left panes having issues with acrylic. Now look at this complete inconsistency. Feedback Hub and your phone both have this darker gray side with no acrylic, and then Windows Security has a light gray side with no acrylic. And I am baffled at what this is supposed to be. And see in here, when you expand it, it has a shadow. And I can't tell fully, but this may be acrylic to the in-app. It can't be positive, but it's definitely different. And then when I expand this again, that shadow kind of stays, which I think is a bug. It makes it look a bit nicer, but obviously it's a bug. But even so, it did not really mean to do that. Okay, there we go. It makes it look a bit nicer, but it's still not nice because the acrylic was really making it kind of beautiful. Not really sure why they'd ever remove that. I know in the Office mobile apps, the sides of these panels used to have slight acrylic material. That is also gone. They're supposed to be bringing acrylic to menus. I don't see a single bit of acrylic here. It almost seems like they're removing it and not adding more. And I don't like that because acrylic was really nice. Now the thing I do still see is in settings, we do still have an acrylic sidebar. But this is a whole different kind of sidebar. There's no hamburger menu in here. So this is a whole different kind of app setup there. And the mail and calendar apps are a real mess. Look at the side. Number one, this is a totally different kind of sidebar. And the mail and calendar apps are different. And look at the People app. It's totally different. Honestly, the People app is ugly. It's just ugly. I mean, we have really kind of bland design here. And those are fake, so don't get any ideas. Just look at this. It's really bland, and there's no acrylic whatsoever. I mean, even if we get small, there's like no menu in here whatsoever at all. And see, there used to be, and they removed it. And why is this title bar yellow? I don't get that. Why is that yellow? I have not set my accent color to yellow or to show it in title bars. So why is that title bar yellow? The Photos app does look nice, which I am happy about. Now let me talk about something that I recently discovered just today. Search this and see the latest 20H1 Insider preview. Look at this image. Look at this. Number one, we have the acrylic sidebar back in the Your Phone app, and it doesn't even say Your Phone, it says Your Phone app. Almost, and they kind of moved. I almost feel like this was like not an official image, like somebody modified this image, like with a paint app or something. And this bottom bar looks beautiful. We have the like smaller text here, new little icon here. It's different. This is how it should be, and little round edges. I love that. I see new icons, and this is what it should look like. And they even have it in here. Is this a concept, or is this actually something being developed internally? Is this just fake? A mistake? I don't know what that is and why, but I think they should implement this if it's possible. I don't understand what is causing any of these issues and why, but it's strange. Let's open the Office app. So what I've noticed with the Office app, an online office, they're adapting a new design system that I think is Fluent design, but there's something bizarre that I'm noticing. So let's look on Outlook. So if you look on these sites, they look really nice, don't they? New design, new look, new functionality, it's great. But what is not is that, what's not is that it is not featuring any Fluent design. It is, I'm not really sure why they call it Fluent design. I mean, the only Fluent design I see is the shadows, maybe some colors, and not really much else, because some of the most important things in Fluent design are acrylic, like shadows, motion, motion and depth and stuff. I don't see any of that. I mean, I created a template on the web. You can access it at esobook.net, port 8063. It has and reveal. You forgot reveal. It has acrylic on the top, reveal buttons here, and modals with sidebars that use acrylic and tabs that use acrylic, and I'm trying to, and kind of buttons that look like windows. I'm trying to demonstrate that it's actually pretty easy to implement this online, but they're not making any effort to do it. And me, a 15-year-old, can do it in 2 days, but they're not. And I'm not really getting that at all. I mean, it looks nice, but there's more to just colors and shadows. I mean, there's all these effects they've introduced, and they're planning to make all these apps PWAs and stuff, but at the same time, they're not introducing any of these effects. See, what I'd think would be the most convenient thing to do, if this is possible. I've envisioned something that I think would be very nice for them to do. I think a great idea for creating a system, like create something like iPWA maybe, like interactive PWA, just my idea, where it's kind of like a PWA app, but like it runs from the web, but it uses Windows, like functions, like acrylic sidebars and stuff that show to the desktop at the same time, while still fetching from the web, like some sort of translation system, like translate a color hex to a blur when it's on a Windows system. I think that would be really like a good idea if that's possible, but they're not really having any plans for that, it seems. I don't know what's coming at Build 2019. I don't. I have seen something right here. Online Office, once again, no like Fluent Design, but something new. Is the Online Office has new designs for like every app now. On 365, so you have the new Outlook, we have new OneDrive, new Word Online, we have PowerPoint Online new OneNote Online, even a new SharePoint. But yet, what we don't have is a new Excel. And I'm not sure why. There's no option for using simplified layout in Excel Online. And it's been like this for a long time. I've been patiently waiting, but I'm kind of getting tired of that. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. Even To Do has been updated. Just don't know why they're not doing Excel. It baffles me, some of the things they do at that company. Last thing I want to talk about is Chrome, because I know this video is getting really long. But Chrome, if we make our system dark theme, which, don't get me wrong, I love the light theme, but I also love the dark theme. So, supposedly kind of random people get chosen. I guess I was lucky, because my Chrome switches to the dark theme when I am in Windows dark mode, and I did not have to add any tag to the shortcut. Looks really nice. It's really beautiful. Of course, these pages don't change, but it is really nice look. I love the dark theme on here. But yeah, last thing I do want to talk about, I know I said that, but hold on, is the Windows dark theme. It's just so inconsistent. And look at that bug. When you gotta open search a few times for the update. Look at this. This is light. And these apps are light. I'm trying to find one to demonstrate with, but it's they don't update your apps with your theme. Now File Explorer is, I thought of one, but Notepad, for example, no light theme, and I just show you Winver, I know Paint, not light, no dark theme, and all of these system interfaces have not been changed, except for the UWP apps, and that's a real big problem. Downloaded this app called Files. It's a really cool replacement for File Explorer. This is what File Explorer should be. Don't honestly know why it isn't, but it should be. So I just showed you that simple Fluent web template. You don't have to get it from my site. You can download it on GitHub. I posted it on there. It is github.com/something. Don't know the exact web link, but I'll just do this and then type here simple Fluent web template, and it's right here, and you can download it, and it's my release. It works great, and you can use it for your own site. You don't even have to credit me. I don't really care. So I just wanted to get out there to show how simple it is. It's really simple Fluent web, and it's really nice. So Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you come back, and goodbye.